only doing dishes and doing all those chores counted as the yoga that I am trying to do every day, but it doesn't. So it's been a very busy morning. I have actually been biking, did 22 miles on the bike. Let's see, did anything fun happen in Animal Crossing today? No cool fortune cookies to show you guys, unfortunately. I got a waste paper basket and some more frog pants from Tommy and Timmy and their daily fortune cookies that you can buy for bells there. So that was kind of funny because I hit 22 miles and I'm like, phew, all right, I had such good luck with the fortune cookies the last few days. Let's go see what I can find today. And I went to open it up. I'm like, I'm like 22 miles for another pair of frog pants. So that was a little bit funny. And then I've just been busy with chores. So there hasn't been a lot to show you guys, but it's because I've been preparing. I have been preparing so that I can try to open up some very special fan mail, which I will actually show you guys in just a second. Not it opened, but I want to record the snail mail episodes today because I feel like doing something with my hands and I feel like kind of being vibrant and bright. And that's actually because there is something going on in my family's life today that I feel is important to mention just out of respect and love. But I'll do that in just a second because I don't want to start off on that kind of note. And it is about pet loss, just to warn you guys for whom that might be a little bit of a sensitive subject. But I don't want to start off too down, and I'll explain why in a second. But first, after having done so many chores and after having dropped a very heavy box on my foot, which I think I yelled like, oh, goose buckets, because I'm definitely gonna have a bruise from that, and tidying up the house so that Chips will come home today and he'll be nice and clean, which I think is just nice to do as somebody who loves him, not like I'm expected to clean the house. That's not how we play. But I can finally open today's advent calendar sticker. So let's start with that. Something magical and bright and vibrant and twinkling, which sounds perfect way to start the morning. So, are we really on day 6? Is it really, truly? Let's review what we have done so far. So far, we have had adorable Christmas alpacas for day 1, which I still love, and you can see I've been using several of them. Apparently I really love alpacas dressed up as trees. I had no idea. If you know somewhere where alpacas are dressed up as trees is a regular thing, I'm interested. And then day 2 was the circus festival. Let me put it against the back of this sticker sheet so you can see it. Day 2 was the golden circus, which is actually twinkling, so that was an appropriate thing to find that day. Day 3 was Long Lion, who is now memorialized forever inside of my joy journal. But it was this sticker sheet. If you guys know where to find this, let me know, because this is officially my new absolute favorite sticker sheet. The more I look at this, the more adorable little things I find. Like, for instance, there is a mosquito right here. A mosquito who has a tiny little bucket of blood that's O negative, like right there, and you can see him flying by with that. And I just there's even a little bug right over here too that has a tiny little spoon, and he's getting an itty bitty little serving of his own shaved ice. I love this. The more I look at it, the more I absolutely adore it. And the penguins in a pea pod, that completes me in ways I didn't know. So if you know where to find those, please let me know, because I would just like a million of exactly this sticker sheet. And then the next day, so that was 1, 2, 3, and then day 4 was kind of interesting because it was the fast food stuff that I still haven't used, but I'm actually going to encourage myself to try to make some fun fast food things. Say in my Sims game, I never take my Sims out for fast food by downloading many of the cute fast food joints that are out there. I don't take them out to restaurants enough as it is, so this would be good encouragement for that, or maybe putting a bunch of food trucks in Del Sol Valley. I do try to look at pretty much anything and get inspiration for my series from them, so that's how I treat the stickers. So I think that's what I'll do with this, or maybe work in zoo crafting, which is on the list, and I'm trying to confront without getting too nervous and like yee about it. It's natural, I should just flow into it. But then day 5, is it really already that far? Day 5? Are we on day 6? This day, all of it's just going by so fast, but it was these beautiful roses. Look at those. So there we go, the beautiful, beautiful roses that I really love and that make me think about Tia's beautiful rose water collection in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. When you play an hour a day of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, it begins to invade your thoughts. In a good way though. It makes me inspired to do other things in the series that I create as well. But also it makes me think about the rose water cookie line that we have in Niche, the Cookie Tree Tribe, which I actually need to record after I finish this, and maybe after I open some fan mail to kind of have my room a little brighter, a little more vibrant. Also, I think you guys have been slightly sideways. There you go. Sorry. So now that we have reviewed, I can't believe that many days have gone by. Really, I'm gonna double check. Has it really been that long? Yeah, day 5 is empty. So now we have day 6. There we go. So we have day 6, a cute little beanie. Oh, I ripped it. Careful, Seri. I want to transfer all these into my joy journal. I should be putting them in. If you carefully pull stickers up, you can usually re-stick them. So I want to put them inside my joy journal and then talk about them. But day 6, here it is. What is it going to be? It's cute again. It's cute again. It's cute again. Okay, this is adorable. They're like tiny little Daruma, a whole bunch of Daruma and Lucky Gourds, and we have, oh, focus, there we go. And we have a whole bunch of cherry blossoms mixed in. That is on blue cherry blossoms. I actually have a ring that I was wearing that I forgot I took off that is made, oops, sorry Birdos, that's made up of blue cherry blossoms. What? That's so weird. I like never wear this ring, and I thought today that because I want to feel like brighter and vibrant and it's gray again and the blue skies are gone, I would wear my blue cherry blossom ring with what I'm wearing. And here we have blue cherry blossoms. That is so cool. I was just thinking how you never see like multicolored cherry blossoms because it's white or it's pink because they're gorgeous as that, but it would be fun to have like different colors of cherry blossoms, and lo and behold, now I have them on a sticker sheet. So that's really awesome. But all right, so yes, I'm already feeling better. Thank you guys so much for, I think you're still crooked, for sharing some time with me, because it is a little bit of a sad morning. My sister is actually taking our old family dog Roxy to be put down because she is that old and it is time. And even though we all know, and I think you're still crooked, that it's the right thing to do and that it's the right time, it is still a sad thing. There's an intensity of the emotions that you feel back and forth because you're losing a member of your family, but you also know that you've given them years of love. She's actually gotten 2 extra years. My uncle, as you guys may know, passed away very young. He was only 9 years older than I am now, which is kind of startling now that I think about it. But he was very young, and he fell. He just slipped and fell and hit his head, and because he lived alone, nobody knew, and he fell in a way where he couldn't breathe and he passed away. It was a complete accident. It was just something that could happen to anybody because he slipped, and it was just wet where he was and he slipped, and nobody knew because he lived on his own with his dogs, and his Labradors were his entire world. And when we were trying to figure out what to do with them, one was so old that she already had to be put down, and then they were all very old dogs. And then the other 2, nobody wanted to take both of them together. They wanted to take Roxy one place and Gunner another place, and actually nobody really wanted Roxy. They were saying, oh, she's very old, she has all these health issues, we should probably go ahead and put her down too. And my sister, who was very, very close to our uncle, stepped up to the plate. Even though she had so much going on, she's raising her kid, she was like working, and like it was just inconvenient to the nth degree to take on 2 more dogs and to take on 2 old geriatric dogs who needed a lot of extra TLC and constant maintenance like every single day for their health issues. But she did it, and I'm really proud of her. And I really, really, really am proud of her. And I hope today, as she goes through this, she'll be able to reflect a little bit on the fact that she extended Roxy's life by 2 years and kept her with her brother so that she still had some of her pack together and wasn't suddenly completely alone, losing, you know, her master, or her dad, basically, to be honest, and losing her sister and then her brother all at the same time would have been so traumatic. And my sister was able to keep that little canine family together and give them the love and attention that she knew that our uncle would have wanted, because they were his world. And it is something to kind of see the last living members of his world kind of reach their own natural end and their own natural conclusion. But that's kind of reminds me of watching the hawk catch the dove yesterday. There's a flow to life. And sometimes when we get to witness it, it's very profound and meaningful. And it hurts a little too, because it's a little scary to remember that it's not all permanent, that the moment is not going to be the moment forever, that we're not going to be forever. But it's also very beautiful because of that too. So I hope my sister will be able to balance all of those feelings today. And I wish I lived closer so that I could go with her and I could take her out for lunch or dinner, or at least take her flowers. But we're very far away, and I'll see her next week at least. And hopefully be able to tell her how amazing I think she has been for this puppers, and how proud I am of her, and how proud I know our uncle would be of her. And I just wanted to mention that because, you know, it's part of my day, and it's in its own weird way kind of twinkling, even though that's sad, because I think it's like the dove yesterday again. Acknowledging those ebbs and flows, acknowledging the things that could just be sad, but trying to see them on the bigger picture. Roxy, eventually our pets will pass on. I learned that with Ossii quite recently, actually. And I think instead of being in that moment when it's happening and only being consumed by grief and pain, it helps so much more to try to pull back a little bit and to feel the tenderness of the gratitude that at least you got to share that time together, and the tenderness of the sum of all of the years of love that you were able to share. And I feel like that helps so much more when you come to these moments of grieving, where you can grieve with love rather than just with pain. So I hope my sister has that today. But I'm going to talk about more happy twinkling things, and you can start seeing why I want to kind of work with my hands today, why I want to dig into my fan mail today and have something physical to hold. To be bright and perky for a camera will really help me kind of stay up, and I think that's appropriate too. And that may seem weird to some people to have something sad happen but purposely be pursuing something that I know will make me kind of perky and happy, because I've done everything I can for that situation. I am honoring it in my heart inside, and I want to still build a bright day around me, and I feel like that's appropriate. And actually, I just finished the book Wrapped this morning while I was, you can see I highlight everything when I take notes, while I was eating breakfast. And in Wrapped, this psychologist actually notes something that I immediately thought of when I was thinking of how to explain that this moment is happening in my life and it's part of my heart, but I'm also pursuing happiness and joy and bright things with the other part of my heart too. And this is a psychologist from the University of Michigan here in town, ironically. Most of them in this book were, ironically. I probably could see these people on campus if I went over there with Chip sometime. But he notes during his research of how people experience and savor joy and happy moments, that just because something bad is happening doesn't mean lots of good things also aren't. They're two very different phenomena. The joy and meaning you find in life and the current stress, an illness, a troubled relative, a career setback, are separate concerns, and you can experience both at the same time. And I just thought that was relevant to today. You can experience both at the same time, and that's what I'm going to do today. So, alright, that was a lot heavier and a lot longer than I was expecting, but you know what? Roxy Girl and my sister's amazing gratitude and my feelings of gratitude towards her, they deserved it. So, alright, I'm gonna get to doing more bright and sparkling things because they're here in my heart, and I will continue to build my world of joy around it so that hopefully I will have some of that lightness to give to my sister later.
Guys, I'm working on Chips's Christmas present right now, and it's going to be a calendar of our squirrel pictures. I just have to change out the November one, but every year for Christmas he asks for a squirrel calendar, and we can almost never find them. And so this year, I'm gonna make us one.
I'm feeling better. I am feeling better. It has been a little bit of a quiet day here, but I think that's a combination of the fact that we did have to have Roxy put down earlier today, and it was time. And like I said earlier, I'm really hoping to shift the memory into a beautiful thing, and thankfully in the end it was appropriate. It was right, and it was my sister's okay, and her daughter's okay, and everybody's okay. And I'm just glad that in the end it wasn't something too traumatic, but it was a day. It was definitely a different day. So I think it's okay that I'm a little bit more subdued. I actually did not open up any of the fan mail. That's because I was very busy. I still kept myself busy because I like constantly staying busy today. But today we ran into an interesting conundrum where I have not actually made enough videos and the birds are ready to go to bed. So I'm gonna be opening my thing to reward myself for work before I do the work. So it's kind of like using a credit card in my opinion. I'm like having my gifts, my cake before I do my work. So I need to work on the Cookie Tribe tonight and work on a few of the other series that I am trying to make pop up on the main channel. But I mentioned that because I ended up being so busy working on a Christmas present for Chips. It was on my list of things to do today, and I'm very excited. As I can hear him cheering downstairs while he's playing whatever shoot the butts game that he and the boys play every night. It rotates. I think it's CSGO right now. But I'm making a birthday or Christmas present for him, and he always wants squirrel calendars. I mentioned that earlier. Every year, because we love Patches and we love the other squirrels so much, he asks every single year for a squirrel calendar. And his family thinks that's really cute and sweet, and they get us like every other calendar under the sun, but never a squirrel calendar. So then we get home and I order a squirrel calendar on Amazon, and it arrives. And this year, the one we got was half squirrel on the top, and then all the information on the bottom was about like panthers. So I think someone just took like a panther calendar that they had made and slapped squirrel pictures on it and then uploaded it to sell on Amazon. So I thought I could do something a little better. So I went through all of my best squirrel pictures, and it took a long time. It turns out that I take a lot of pictures of squirrels, and it turns out that I have a lot of unorganized nature photography and video, and I have so much to share with you guys. It was amazing. So I spent hours going through like almost every single day, because I sort my folders by year, like 2018, and then by month, so May 2018, and then by day, so the 2nd of May 2018. So now we're like 3 folders deep. It was so inefficient to dig through all my pictures that way, and it took me forever to find squirrels out of all of that, and then to pluck the best of them out, and then pick 12 and then assign months to them. But it was really fun. So I got 2 calendars, one for him, one for me. Chips actually gave me the idea a while ago. He's like, you should do that and you should sell them as like Seri calendars. And I was like, nobody's gonna want my squirrel pictures, what? But I thought that was really cute of him. It really gave me a little bit of a boost, because I love taking pictures of squirrels and all wildlife, to be fair. But yeah, so that was really fun, but it was funny because it was important, so I needed to do it as a Christmas gift and get it done on time so it could be printed and shipped to me, and I can hide it to prepare to pack away so we can open it when we go to his family's for Christmas. But it took way too long, and it made me think about systems as I was talking the few days ago when we really began this Vlogmas. A huge part of the reason I can put out as many videos as I do is because I have templates, I have systems, I have methods of recording. I actually have a structure to how I make every episode. I have a pre-recording ritual and a post-recording ritual to make sure, like, before I record, is everything prepared? Audio check, sound check, video check, check. Make sure there's plenty of space in my hard drives. Like, I have this list that is so automatic, I don't even think think about it anymore. I just do it. And then after an episode is done, I have a list of writing a quick short blurb about what I did, any plot points that we have coming up on that series, a tentative title for that series, and a tentative thumbnail for that series. And then I sort it into place so that I'll know, okay, it's most likely going to release on this day, or it's going to go into the bonus archives for emergency fillers when I'm really busy that day. So I have a system in place. It's actually finally functional the last few months. So that's how I'm able to do so many videos every day, is because I'm very strict with all of my structure with it and with my system with it. And I have a great system in place for how I am being healthy, and I'm really getting my exercise. I'm kind of tired from the 22 hours or 22 miles of biking I did today, 21 yesterday, 20 the day before. I'm trying to get 1 mile more until we flip back over to the next week and start back at 20 again. But anyway, I'm rambling. It's been one of those days. And what I'm trying to say is that I realized a couple things digging through those archives. One, systems are wonderful. Systems are fantastic. I am actually feeling the tiny pinch of a bud of frustration for how much I didn't get done today, and I'm being very gentle with myself and reminding myself of all the things I did do, and that some days just aren't going to be like productive in the sense of having accomplishments, but I still lived the moments, hopefully. Don't smack the tender buds of new growth, Seri. Be gentle with yourself. But I am reminded that systems can really help you, because if I had a better system, I had to go, the reason it took me so long is because I had to find where all of my SD cards were scattered around the house. Where did I put them? They don't have any labels of any kind, so then I had to plug them in, and I had to dig through the files that were in them that were totally a mess and figure out just what is in here. Does it have anything else in here? What do these pictures go to? What year are they from? Do they have squirrels in them, for crying out loud? And then I had to dig out all my old hard drives, and I had to figure out, like, is it on this one? This one's not labeled. Which one comes first? Is this 2014? Is this 2017? Who knows? It's just a little black hard drive. And it reminded me that systems can really help with everything in life. And it sounds boring, but I think that the more we can organize things and the more we can create systems that do the work for us because we built them to do that, the more we can just focus on joy and living the moment. So this is my, like, if only I had better systems for how I organize all my pictures. That might be a project. Actually, that would be really fun to look forward to in January or February for the new year, and preparing for the new lunar year. Would be really cool, actually, to go through all my pictures and maybe finally be able to share, like, the Hawaii footage, more Taiwan that you guys have never seen before. I mean, the Hawaii thing was almost 3 years ago. Maybe, is it 2 or 3 years ago? We went to Hawaii, I vlogged it, and I still haven't processed it because it was on a whole bunch of different things and needed organized. So yeah, there's my ramble on why systems are important and how they could help. And I hope to present more wildlife discovery vlogs to you guys if I can get it organized. So here's for systems, and here's for a squirrel calendar that I'm really hoping Chips is going to enjoy for Christmas. I will show it to you guys when it comes on in, because I'm very much looking forward to that. But yeah, other than that, just a quiet day. And I did finish my Christmas list because the family requested it, and this year I actually asked for, among most of the things, World Wildlife Foundation donations, Audubon Foundation donations, and donations to any local shelters or like any local organizations wherever my family members live that donate to keep children warm during the winter, because I grew up very poor, and the only way that we had new shoes and we had new coats was through a local charity that donated those things. And I actually had the same pair of tennis shoes from 7th grade all the way until my 2nd year of college, and they were worn out, they were beat up, they were dirty when I finally could afford to replace them. But that's how, like, we did not have any money. So that's what I needed, especially because I have huge Hawaiian feet. So it's very hard. There were never anything in like the thrift stores for me. But those charities just really helped a lot, and it made me think about how cold it is and how I don't like being cold and how you shouldn't have to be cold if you're just a kid who doesn't have enough resources at hand. So those are the top 3 things I'm hoping my family members will donate to. And Chips pointed out that there's this really cool thing that you can do with the World Wildlife Foundation stuff where you can get little adoptable plushies. And he said it'd be really cool to go and do some of these things, but then give away the plushie, like to get it for, they have a system where you can get one a month, and to maybe do that as the Pixel Biologist on the main channel. And then when I'm done, I can do a giveaway of the plushie and some information about the animal, and we can make it a theme. So like the whole month that we'd have, say, the red panda, we would work on red panda habitats, maybe make a biologist in zoo crafting who would talk about facts about the red panda, and we would focus on how people can help the red panda and their habitats through their daily choices. So I thought that was really fun, and then we could give the red panda away to somebody. So I thought that was really cute. Oh, and there's the slow loris too. And who knows, maybe I could even work with Pavo or some wonderful Minecraft modder to really make some of these animals in Minecraft for our zoo again, because I hope for zoo crafting to come back. So that's kind of a fun, playful idea that might help inspire me, so I can like hold the slow loris and stare at it and be like, how shall I add you to my Minecraft zoo? But yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what I asked for. Also joy journals, always joy journals. And other than that, like I really couldn't think of much because I have stickers. I am happy. Honestly, like anything quirky with birds or giraffes, but I'm just really kind of hoping, to be honest, that my family will be like donating to the Audubon and to the World Wildlife Foundation and those local charities, so then we can sit around and just like geek out about animals, because actually I would really just love to have some delicious vegan food and watch Planet Earth with everyone. I think that would make the best Christmas. So that's my hope for Christmas this year, my little Christmas list. And it's been a long day. Haven't gotten my work done yet, but we're gonna go ahead and open this from O Plesiosaur, and I'm going to bank on the fact that I will be able to finish 6 more videos tonight. Hopefully it won't take too long. And instead of opening the grab bag that is actually hiding in here, let me go ahead and wiggle it out. Hang on, I don't want to look at anything just yet. Don't peek, Seri, don't peek. In it goes, in it goes. Okay, we have a grab bag, one last wildlife grab bag from O Plesiosaur that we will be opening another time. For right now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I actually bought from her store clearance sale. I will link her again in the video description. She is actually closing up shop to rebrand, so a lot of the stuff that she had, I don't think she's gonna bring back, and that made me so nervous. I was like, no, I need your things. So we have hiding in here, dun dun dun. Oh my gosh, she threw in like so much extra stuff. Oh, this is a fun perk to end the night on. Oh my goodness. And I rambled a lot today. Pardon me, there's a lot going on today. But all right, so let's go ahead and I'll show you guys what I got. She always has had this really cute thing when you do her shop where you can cut out a plesiosaur and actually make a little plesiosaur pop-up character. So I've always thought that is so creative. I need to figure out something fun to do for when we do pens again, because I am thinking about doing pens again. That's actually another thing that Chips kind of sparked in me the other day, is the idea that maybe I should do patches pins with our squirrel patches and raise money for some of the local wildlife rehabs through selling them. So I'm kind of like, oh, that'd be so cute to make patches pins. That would be adorable. But O Plesiosaur also sent really cute, these are all just like little bonus cards that she sends with her stuff, a really cute dress up mermaid card that I should definitely give to my niece. And I dropped this one. Sorry about that. Oh, a succulent, a color your own succulent. This would be fun to actually have on our vacation so that I have something creative to do with my hands while we're not traveling. And she also sent, these are all just the bonus perks. I haven't even gotten to the actual stuff, but the final bonuses, she always sends this really yummy candy that I just kind of bank on the fact that it might be vegan, because it's these yummy, delicious Japanese gummies, fruit gummies. I love fruit gummies. Like Annie's fruit gummy bunnies. They're the best. We have a San Francisco garter snake sticker. We have some little hearts, beautiful glittery hearts that I really might use in my joy journal tonight because we want to be twinkling and thinking about that twinkling stuff. So I'm really going to try to think about my Christmas list and how excited I am that I put together that squirrel calendar and how excited I am to finally look at this bag of stuff that has been waiting for me. So these are the things I ordered from O Plesiosaur's shop, a mantis shrimp patch that I think I might actually start putting these patches on front of some blank journals, like craft journals, and making my own joy journals. I might even paint the front of them. That'd be really fun, like painting seaweed behind it and then putting the mantis shrimp on top of it. That would be really fun. And then we have a beautiful, look at that shiny mantis shrimp, because I think mantis shrimp are pretty amazing. They're really, really cool, and just we'll talk about the science of mantis shrimp another day. But if you haven't looked them up, I highly recommend it. And speaking of things that go in the sea, I also have right here, let me go ahead and get her out. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, lovely. A beautiful golden mermaid that I just saw and really fell in love with, and it was such a great sell. I was like, okay, you're not wildlife, but you're going to be a guardian of my wildlife pens, many of which tend to be sea themed because they're very popular animals. And speaking of sea themed, I actually forgot I got this one. There we go. And then we have this adorable cat mermaid. And I just couldn't resist. I think it was like $2 because she was doing such a huge clearance sale. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if that'll ever come back. And whenever I've thought about O Plesiosaur's art, the cat mermaids that she did were one of the things that always came to mind. And then finally, we have another Slow Loris pen. So I might need to just like get that Slow Loris donation thing from World Wildlife Foundation and have a Slow Loris plushie and a pen, and then like beg Pavo to make me a Slow Loris somehow in Minecraft, and we just have like Slow Loris month. Maybe we can go slow with the Slow Loris to just kind of get back into zoo crafting. I love that idea. Oh, that'd be so fun. And then we could learn about Slow Loris, which actually are quite interesting little creatures. And then finally, she had these really, really adorable mini pens that I just could not resist because they are mythology themed, and that's actually a big thing I love. We have the Sphinx, we have the beautiful Gorgon, we have got a Banshee, and we have got another little mermaid, and I actually think that they go wonderful with my beautiful pen that we have right over here from Shiny Apple Studios that represents, I'm gonna get it wrong, it's not Mesopotamia, Minoan. I'm pretty sure it's Minoan culture, but I'm gonna have to look it up again. The one of the few cultures from that era, I think, where the language still has not been translated, even though they did leave behind very complex pottery. We talked about this when I did my pen haul, actually. But all right, so nice. And we still have one bag of wildlife pens from O Plesiosaur to open up. But there we go, guys. A fun, bright little haul. It has been a day. I'm going to be putting some very special words about the bravery and the generosity of my sister into my joy journal, and writing a little bit about Roxy, and just kind of watching the family that my uncle had begin to become part of that ebb and flow of life. And I'm going to breathe deep and have those two parts of my heart, where I have that in my heart and I can tell from my own nourishment that I need to have something a little brighter and a little perkier. So I'm gonna go tell some stories. And thank you guys for joining me. I know today was a little bit more of a serious one, but come on, no pun intended, guys. But we all have those, and I hope I just gave some food for thought for how to handle days where grief is a companion, but that doesn't exclude joy from being one too. So I hope you all have a wonderful night and are having a great Vlogmas, and I will see you tomorrow for hopefully some more colorful, active days. Chips will be home, so we might be going on a walk, and maybe we'll go see a cat waiting for us, or it might snow, or I might open something fun in my fortune cookies, or I might have some great stories to share with you guys from behind the scenes of working on our series. Who knows? I'm really looking forward to just seeing what tonight and tomorrow have to offer. So I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.